Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Game Vault podcast stream. I'm your host, Mark, and we are back here. We're almost done October. This will be our last October show, as we will be getting in November 1st is next Friday, which is crazy. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's been a fun Friday here, as I've had some drop frame issues that I believe I have fixed. Still have the green screen issue, so if you see me phasing in and out of existence, I am not being forgotten about by my future son. Just regular. Thank you, Night Duck. You are here now. So first off, before we get into what I've been playing, let me just run down. Got here early. Let's run down the Extra Life schedule, and then I'll pop and show you how we're doing so far, because we got some donations in the past about a week here. So next Saturday is Extra Life Game Day, and we will be doing our big stream then. It is starting 9 a.m., going for about 12 to 18 hours. It'll be myself, maybe joined by some special guests along the way. But so far, we're definitely going to be playing Etern Nights, because it is a Saturday stream. We'll be playing Persona 3, trying to beat the Reaper, and possibly the super end boss. I don't know if I got to play New Game Plus to unlock Elizabeth. But we will be trying to see if we can beat those two bosses. That'll be one thing. We will be playing, a Link to the Past randomizer. That'll take about 3 hours or so. 4, depending on if my skills have gone away for a little bit. And then we'll just dig around and play other things. I'll set the schedule and see if maybe I'll do some Rainbow Six Siege with Kitty Ashcat and company. And then maybe if Jonathan wants to jump on, if there's anything with him, or if Tom wants to jump on, anything with him. We'll figure it out. Call of Duty came out, so we can do some COD multiplayer and can laugh at me. And maybe even, show off a little bit of Metaphor, which will have massive spoilers. So that'll all be on the 2nd. So we will do all that. And speaking of Extra Life, before we get into the rest of the schedule, I will just flip over. We have raised $250 already through 3 donations. Night Duck here has donated. That's separate. We're doing 2 separate ones. We'll talk about it off podcast. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll figure out the schedule. So this is why you join live. We'll change the schedule. Looks like Night Duck's going to be here the whole time, so it'll be both of us. Yay! So anyway, back to this. $250. Night Duck donated, and then a couple of coworkers of mine, Scott and Lisa. Scott donated, I believe, $20, and then Lisa, I guess it was a combination of the 3 people with the company they own, donated $200. So we are 1/3 of the way there. I think, yeah, 1/3 of the way there. So I've already unlocked my decal and t-shirt. So we're looking good there. But yeah, $250 already. I will have all the stuff up starting tomorrow on the screen. Or I should say Sunday, because tomorrow I'll not be around. We have a Halloween party. But for the Etern Night stream, I should have all the stuff down and on the screen. So you can check that out. All right, back to Big Mark. So moving on to what I've been playing. So that's why most of this episode is going to be short. Real fast. We're going to do the other 3 Thursdays, the 9th, the 16th, or Saturdays, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. Tom has the 9th. I'll probably be joining him for a little bit during that time. I have my clock duties with the college I work for. And then 16th and 23rd we still have to figure out. We're hoping Roxy Foxy will be around Dan. Just something for the other 2 days. I might just do 2 other streams. I'll definitely be doing Etern nights as part of the mini marathons as well on those 2 nights, if I haven't already beaten it. So, yeah, that's Extra Life. You can donate by going to tinyurl.com/extralifeyear9 and you can get on the train there for that. And then, speaking of games that I have been playing, it's only been one game, to be completely honest with you. I have been playing way too much of Metaphor. Not in a bad way. That game is amazing. I'm really enjoying the job system. I'm starting to figure it out a little bit. I'm starting to figure out some of the combat a lot better. I would say not to the expert level that I was with Persona. I wouldn't say Persona 3 was expert level play, but I understand how a battle works in Persona. This I had to learn little nuances about the stun, the turn order icons. Certain things will give me more turn icons. Certain things will double them. Just figuring out that stuff. Working through it. Story's gotten so much better. I'm in my 4th city. I think there's 2 more. Well, 1 more, and then I think maybe, I don't know. I wasn't expecting this city that we're currently in. I thought it would only be 3 major cities. And then, the 3 major cities, and then, maybe there's 1 or 2 cities along the way. I'm almost at level 8 with a lot of my Patriots, and I still have 2 to unlock, which I think I'm going to get when I go to the next town. I'm thinking 1 of them we've already met that we'll have as a teammate later. I'm hoping. Working on that. Story's held up. Combat's held up. The only thing that's very samey is that the dungeons are basically set up the same, except the maps are different. Like, in terms of when you go into a cave dungeon, the caves look the same. Same structure and all that. When you go into ruins and temples, they look the same. Towers look the same. Essentially, you're not getting much of a difference in terms of... I haven't noticed much of a difference in terms of, what's on the walls and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff feels the same. But the combat in it is what makes it work. And I don't even think about it when I'm going through grinding in those temple areas and the side things. But all the other main temples, and when you're going through doing main story stuff, all different, interesting, perfect. I heard somebody say that it looks like a PS3 game, which is kind of understandable because I think they're doing it. I think it was made on the same engine that they were making Persona 5 on before it became a PS4 game. So it makes a lot of sense that it kind of looks like that, but the writing and the story make up for it 100%. At least in my mind so far. So, yeah, I was talking to Tom during the Mario 2 stream on Monday and saying, hey, we might have a discussion on Game of the Year because I'm pretty sure I know your Game of the Year, and I am 100% thinking at this point Metaphor is going to be my Game of the Year, barring anything terrible happening and anything for the rest of the game and any other games popping up out of the blue. I still have a Life is Strange game to play, so... who knows if that'll top my list. But yeah, Metaphor, perfect. Love it so far. They've done a really good job with the characters. And, it's been... I wasn't saying, some people were saying that in a derogatory way because they always feel like that things need to progress forward to... These are the same people that, don't like the retro look. Like the pixel art look on games sometimes. Those are the people saying that. I'm like, sure, it's PS3 games were great. And this isn't a game that needs to 100% have top of the line graphics to be good. The writing 100% is what carries this game. And I think it's the best written of the 3 Personas that I've played. And not even that this is a Persona. It's its own thing, but it's pretty much Persona. I basically been playing Metaphor all the time. I'm trying to think if I even played anything else. I keep saying in my head, I'm going to play NCAA. Never play NCAA. Even though that's probably, that could be like in my top 5 of games of the year. But yeah, so I'm playing through that, hopefully finishing it up sometime in the next few weeks here. And then moving on to, I got to do the Alan 2 DLC, the Lake House, and, the Life is Strange and stuff like that. So, got a couple more weeks of Metaphor. Yeah, so, yeah, it looks like Tom just jumping in, talking about figuring out what he needs to play for Extra Life. Yeah, so looks like we're going to need to have a Extra Life powwow, either this weekend or next week, for you guys. But, yeah, so without further ado, like I said, this might be a quick one tonight. We will move on to the news. So first up, thankfully Tom has shown up here. Video Game History Foundation is disappointed in the DMCA decision that won't grant exceptions for researchers. So essentially, they made a plea to the Copyright Office to, get an exception to be able to take out-of-market games and collect them digitally to be able to preserve them. And the court, ESA and all that opposed this, and the, basically said, no, you can't do that. It would still fall under DMCA, and just canceled the ideas. Yeah. Essentially, if the ESA and ESA partners can't make a buck off of it, they don't want to do it. So that's essentially what we have here. But, the History Foundation, as they said, they will keep on fighting for this, because there are a lot of games that we will lose because, they're just gone. And there's no physical copy to have in there. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's just essentially, it's just a shame. I saw this headline and I was kind of disappointed. So, yeah, just keep an eye out on this. I think this will be something we'll be following as new updates come along. But, yeah, we just need to find a way to preserve this stuff. Even if we figure out some way to just have, like, even if we have to pay the ESA money, somehow through donations or something. I don't know. But we definitely need to find a way to, preserve stuff here. Next up, another thing for Tom. Final Fantasy VII speedrunners have figured out how to save Aerith and also save 2 hours. The funny part is that she will have to witness her own death. Yeah, speedrunners, it looks like it was Ace Zephyr and Kuma, and it was publicized by Luzbel, I believe it says there, that a new skip allows players to jump from Midgar all the way to the Forgotten Capital, with Aerith still in the party, because it skips the part of the game where Aerith leaves the party. She sticks around and ultimately witnesses her own death at the hands of Sephiroth, only to join the battle against Genova's life moments later. The actual skip is pretty complex, involves a whole bunch of stuff. You can see Kuma's got a tutorial if you guys want to actually figure it out. But yeah, this is a thing that gamers have been trying to do for going on 27 years now. Trying to figure out a way to keep Aerith around in the party. I would like to see the game, I would like to see the game played regularly, after you get the keeper, and, just having this party member sit there and be silent throughout the rest of the game. Yeah, no random... Yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, I saw this news pop up, and I'm like, I have to let Tom know if he hasn't already found out. I love speedrunning stuff like this. It's just crazy. Final Fantasy VII has some of the most bonkers skips in it. Not anything close to Ocarina of Times. But, yeah, it was always fun watching this one get speedrun, because it tends to be shorter than the other ones. Yeah, so for those of you that love Aerith that much and are stuck playing the old games and didn't play Remake and Rebirth and have her for 180 hours, you can do the skip here and keep her in your party in the classic game. All right, next up, speaking of college football, College Football 25 has beat Madden 25 as the best-selling sports game of the year so far. And it looks like it's getting close to, it looks like it looks like it may be on pace to get by the units sold part that Madden 07 had. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, this is no surprise. It will 100% be different next year. I don't think it's going to surpass Madden next year because I think what happened was the 11-year gap, everybody went out and bought it and went nuts for it. Some Madden players were like, all right, let's see if this is better than Madden. And those people who ended up not thinking it was better than Madden or have no idea about the college game are not going to buy it next year. So I can see this coming back down to being a little more even to probably Madden above it. But yeah, this is no surprise. 11-year drought. They make a very, very good game. It has its issues, obviously. It's not the perfect football game, and there are some, some features left out and all that. But, yeah, 100% a nostalgia buy. But it is cool to see that it is outdoing Madden here. But, yeah. It's kind of nuts. And obviously it's going to be the best selling football game dollar amount of all time, just because it is $10 more. And there were collector's editions and stuff that some older Maddens or even newer Maddens have not had. So next up, so Roblox makes big changes to parental controls amid pedophile hellscape report about the site, which Bloomberg reported. As someone that has a niece that was very much into Roblox, this scared the shit out of me when she was playing it, because I didn't see a lot of safety rails on it, and that's why I always tried to encourage her not to really play things she didn't know on there. Thankfully, I think she avoided being victim to any of this, and now has gone mostly off of Roblox and, Fortnite and horror games and Siege, because her boyfriend plays Siege. But this is no shock to me or anybody else that's been around, people that have played Roblox. It very much felt like a place that could be taken advantage of by pedophiles. Like, most of the internet is kind of this, but this felt very much like prime place to groom and, stuff like that. And so, hopefully, these parental privileges, if parents take advantage of them, will at least mitigate or lessen the issues that Roblox has had recently. Moving on. Next up, Fallout London cements place as one of the most popular mods of all time with 1 million players. I still have not been able to download this yet. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe it's something we'll do for the stream, for the marathon. Maybe I'll look into that. Just to check it out. But 1 million players is pretty good, especially since everybody's been looking forward to this. And it even got, Neil Newborn, the guy that played the vampire guy from Baldur's Gate 3. His name is escaping me. Asteron. Yeah, Asteron. For it. And this comes this was released right around Fallout Day, I believe. So it's nice little tip of the cap to them for doing this and really finding an audience with it. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to play it and have a report on it. I don't know if I'd count this in Game of the Year if I do get to play it, but it'll definitely be something that if it's easy enough to get, I will do it. Call of Duty is coming out, and as a known Call of Duty bro, I'm excited to see this, idea that it's sort of a monkey's paw thing for Xbox here, where Black Ops 6 could up the subs on Game Pass to, like, it says 4 million here, but that is also those 4 million people that are buying the sub are also not buying, like, the collector's editions or the regular editions, and they may lose more money in the short term. I don't know the long term, but in the short term, they may lose more money because of this. It's something that you could have seen coming. But yeah, it's the old monkey's paw effect, as they say. Yeah, the one positive, and then that is the result is losing more money from direct buys on it. But it's interesting to see. I've downloaded it. I've not jumped into it yet. I probably will jump into it on Sunday. Yeah, people who play COD play it all year long. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Yeah, now do they buy Game Pass or do they buy all the stuff to get the battle passes? Like, yeah, it's still, this first year is going to tell a lot about, what they do going forward with this. But, yeah. Yeah, as Night Duck says, it's either a year sub instead of a $60 game, or the new subs are people who just play the campaign. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see, how this goes through the first year, money-wise, and see if it's worth it, and see if they try to adjust something next year. Yeah, we should know after about 6 months. Yeah, and Warzone's free already, so. Yeah, so. Yeah, essentially, it just be like this analyst pointing this out, and like I said, these first 6 months are just going to be fun to see, because this is the first test of a big game, because Fallout didn't have a thing, Starfield was exclusive, where something's a little cross-platform and all that, and just see what it's like to be on Game Pass day one, like this Call of Duty is going to be. So I'm intrigued to see how it goes forward. This is the funniest story I saw. Call of Duty has support for a third-party audio tool that charges $20 for improved sound. So technically, you need to pay $20 more to get better sound in Call of Duty. This is just funny. I don't know how much of a difference the enhanced headphone mode makes. I guess it would to like higher level gamers. Maybe it's better footsteps and immersive sounding stuff. Would be a big boon to them and maybe worth the $20. But it's just funny that Call of Duty's somehow monetize sound for $20. Insane. But yeah. So this is available if any of my fellow, yeah. The immersion thing has been around for a while, but it's the first time I believe it is connected with Call of Duty. Let me double check the story. I think that's what I read. Yeah, they did it for Cyberpunk and all that. Yeah, and the big thing about the story is that they Activision's release on this did not mention that it costs money. So yeah, that's the funny part. Just reading this through again is that Activision kind of didn't say it didn't cost money, but didn't say it did cost money. But still, just a fun little headline that I found here. And talking about fun stuff. I just want to scroll down to this because this is a live update of this. I'm not. Oh, let me. Where's this? Let me. Scroll up there. Okay. So, Nintendo Switch Online had a playtest for something. It went live, and everybody ignored Nintendo and immediately leaked the stuff. I'm not going to spoil and reveal, what it was. I just love that this popped up, and we can have a discussion about this, just the ethics and all that with this, really. But IGN had this thing. It was from Wario 64 talking about all the stuff about the playtest, and then this guy posted photos from the playtest and was like, "I hope Nintendo doesn't kill me for it." And it looks like they've already nuked the media, which is really funny. So when I heard about this, it's like, I don't know if I expected better or anything like that from people being involved in this. It's very much, I kind of expected that people would do this for clout. The only thing that I, from not a moral high ground, because, if we don't own the games, then it's not theft. It's just the idea that these people would be so stupid to post this stuff. Like, literally have your Twitter bio here. Leaking the photos of the thing. Like, Nintendo's not going to put you on some blacklist or something to never be able to be involved in this stuff again. It's just that like full chest name out there leaking this stuff from some people. It's what just made me laugh, since this started. Yeah. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. That's why I said I'm not upset at the idea of the leaks. Leak everything if you have it. I am just like, my guy. There's a reason why there's anonymous leaks. Because now you can't get back in there and leak more stuff. You just gotta know how to play this a little bit. That's my thing. Fucking leak everything. The Spider-Man 2 stuff was unfortunate that all got leaked, and then Insomniac was like, oh, we're not going to do it. Not going to do it now because people leaked it. Oh. It's a little unfortunate that happened. I'm never against leaks. It was just this thing in the tweet. I'm like, really? Just funny that it took them, like, not even any time at all to just leak. And Nintendo going after Ryujinx, or Ryujinx, or whichever way you say it. It's just added to this. Like, Nintendo has no self-awareness as well. 100%. And finally, I know this was a short episode. I didn't play much. We're going to have a much longer episode next week, because it'll be our Extra Life preview. Maybe I'll have some guests on and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of the What the Kids Are Playing interview with Kitty Ashcat as well. So next week will be a longer show. But yeah, finishing this up. For those of you playing Metaphor, remember, go poop. Every day, go poop in the game. Because if you go poop in the game, it gives you a permanent +1 to your character's luck if you do it on a certain day. So make sure you go poop. Everybody poops. I love weird shit like this in games. Persona 3, I don't know if Reload had it, but the original had it, where if you went to the bathroom, it would make you feel better. Just tell her, yeah, Jonathan, just have Jackie tell her if she goes poop, her luck will improve by 1 point every 5 days that she poops. Her luck will get better. I don't know if that'll work. Or you can do the Family Guy thing and have the 3 types of poops of everybody poops, nobody poops but you, or the if you're Catholic, that's concentrated evil coming out of the back of you. So this is fun. I started doing this recently. I didn't know about it until I saw a similar news story. But I love stupid shit like this in RPGs. That if you played multiple times, you would be able to learn how to min-max this. But yeah, so a final word from those of us here at the Game Vault Pod. Make sure you poop every Idols Day. On Idols Day only, because you get 1+ to your luck. And remember to go to the shops on Idols Day too, because they're all sales. So, thank you guys for joining me. Fun as always. Remember, turn nights on Sunday because Halloween party on Saturday. So if you're watching this live, that's the schedule. For those of you watching on YouTube and listening on your podcatcher of choice, I'll be back with Mario Brothers 2 this evening. And then we will have Game Vault Pod on Friday. And then Extra Life Day on that Saturday. I may check in with Roxy to see if she's doing anything special for Halloween. Stream-wise, I don't know if I'll be around, because she tends to have a different stream schedule now that the baby is around. But we'll just see if she'll be doing something, and whether or not it's a good game or she plays Phasmo will be up to her. So, check that all out. Remember, if you want to donate to the Extra Life, it's tinyurl.com/extralife9, the number 9. And try and get us to our $750 goal. Roxy is also a team member, so if you're on her stream and you're donating to her stream, it goes to us as well. So she has her own goal. We have a team goal. So just feel free to donate either place. It all goes to the kids. That's all that matters. The Children's Hospital of Philadelphia gets the money. I can't wait to reveal I got a game day package from them, which was really freaking cute. And I can't wait. I'll show it off on Sunday. They gave me some snacks to get through the marathon. And gave me a bunch of other little tiny knickknacks. So I'll be showing that off on Saturday. Next Saturday, if you're watching this live. So, yeah. Thank you once again for joining me. Sorry for the shorter episode here. Wasn't much news. I didn't play many things. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning. So, hopefully next week will be longer, since it is the Extra Life preview next week. So, I hope to see you guys on the channel. Make sure you follow us everywhere on socials. We're Game Vault Pod. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All my past playthrough VODs are all on there. There's playlists for everything I play through. Probably, I think this week or next week runs out what I've already done, and I need to edit some more stuff up on there. So I got to remember to do that on Sunday. So be sure to hit the little bell there so you're notified whenever my videos do pop up. So, yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye!